Eyes on the target.
Free to engage. Clear. Hands down. Hey, enemy. Tango down. Under fire. Remote.
What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? It is a beautiful day for some door kickers too. But today we're going to do something a bit different. This is kind of an emergency mission. I had a subscriber who just started playing this game reach out to me and asked me to just kind of go over the CIA portion of the squads. So this is what we're going to do. And I wanted to expedite this video because I know how it is when you ask a question and you want to see some results and you got to wait 2-3 weeks before they do the video. No. When I got the message, I was like, this has to be done now. So let's go up in here. Missions. We're going to do Death Dealers. We've done this map before, but this is the map. This right here is a map that I think is probably one of the best CIA type maps so far that I've done. Now, I'm sure there's probably some others, but this one here probably is the best that can be explained, you know, how the CIA operates and things of that nature, because it's kind of it's more spread out. You have more room. So let's go up in here. I already have the CIA, the team Peregrine. I'm going to change that name. But I already have the team set up, ready to go. Before we do anything, I want to make sure that we go in here and get ourselves acquainted with what all the CIA has to offer. So here's our level. We are a level 16. This is where you change your squad. So if I want to go Rangers, I hit Rangers, deploy, and now I can do my Rangers. Now I cannot put my Rangers
Can't do it.
in these areas
Negative.
because they do not have
Not possible.
they do not have undercover abilities. If we go to equipment, you can see down in here mobility, and then you have concealment. Affects how fast and far your cover is blown. And these guys have 0 concealment. Not one of them have any type of concealment. But if I go to Team Peregrine, deploy, let's go to equipment. Look at there. My guys, this is Saber. He's a Specialist 1, level 7. He has full concealment. So does Moore, full concealment. Black Ops, which is basically a clandestine kill team, or clandestine. I don't even know how you say that word. Is it clandestine or clandestine? Either way you slice it. It's a kill team or deadly QRF in support of undercovers. Black Ops can infill as locals, but exfil in guns out mode. Use Black Ops when your surgical ops turns up a big tumor. So these are our guys with the big guns, basically. He's somewhat almost full with being undercover. and he as well is somewhat full. Now this is what makes him a tad bit more undercover. So if I take this away here, watch how look at the concealment goes down to he's no longer concealed. So I need this for him to be concealed, the Black Ops guys. Even if he's carrying a handgun. Even if he's carrying a handgun, he will not be concealed without this poncho. If he has a gun, that just it just shows you less concealment. That's no concealment. Because he's walking around with a big rocket launcher on his back. That ain't gonna fly. So we want to make sure he has the poncho if that's what you're going for. Now, if you don't care about these guys being concealed, then shoot, rock it with anything. Rock it with anything. Get that breacher shotgun or your high explosive, your launcher, whatever, and put them to work. They normally have a primary weapon, because again, they can only go but so far. Their concealment only holds but so far. Now they can go where they want to go. Let's see, because right now they are concealed. Let's go here. Take him out. Take them out. We can put him here, Hobie.
On it.
And we can put him here. Because they're concealed. They are concealed. So they can go undercover as well. Okay? But these are your guys who you really want. They're the master of disguise. These guys. They're actually undercover agents. Black Ops is they can go undercover, but the problem is, here's the problem. The problem is when Black Ops go out of concealment. Matter of fact, let me show you. Let's go back. Let's start this.
Let's roll.
We're going to trash the current plan. Now watch this. Let's see. Let's move. We're going to move Hobie into this area right here. Okay, we're moving him into the area. You know what? Let's do this. This will be even better. Restart. Let's move him out. Let's move Saber in here. So we're going to have an undercover guy right here. We're going to have a Black Ops guy right here. Both of them are undercover. So let's go back. All right, so we're going to move the Black Ops guy, Hobie, into this room. We're going to move Saber also into this room. So let's go. Okay, I'm going to show you the difference between the Black Ops guy and the undercover guy. Okay, let's have him close this door so we're not seen. Thank you. Okay, now, at some point, you're going to want to come out of cover with your gun and kill folk. Okay, you're going to have to lay down some lead. So we're going to come out of concealment right here, change between primary and secondary weapons. Now, Saber and Hobie, they only have one weapon on them, and that's their handguns. So when they change to the secondary weapon, all they're doing is pulling out their handgun, because that's the only gun they have. So let's move them or change between. So they're going to come out of concealment, right? Okay. We're going to do it to both.
On it.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
Going loud.
Okay, they are out of concealment. Now, did you just see that? He pulled his gun out, Saber, because he's an undercover officer and didn't have to change anything. He Hobie pulled his gun out, but he dropped his poncho. So which means, watch this. Let's go back to concealment. Hide your weapon and play civilian.
On it.
Let's go to concealment here. Uh-oh. There is no back to concealment. Oh, boy. So that means Hobie cannot go back undercover because he's not an undercover guy. He's a black ops guy. So what that means is he can start out undercover, but once he comes out from undercover and drops this poncho right here, he cannot go back undercover. That's the difference between black ops and the undercover guy. So,
Blending in.
see, he's blending in. So now he's back to concealment. He's back undercover. Let's move him back into this room with Fergie, and we will follow back into the room and see what happens.
Stop right
Compromised.
there. Look here.
EKIA.
Man down.
Look at that.
Stop right there.
Okay,
Weapon made.
now, because, watch this, see that yellow splotch? That is what you call a suspicion area. See, Fergie? She has that indicator right there. That indicator means she is playing civilian. She is undercover. Because Saber is in that yellow area, he is now suspicious, or they are suspicious of him. That's why they're shooting at him. That's why they're shooting at him, because he is in this yellow zone. But we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. Let's go ahead, restart this. So now we see the difference between a black ops guy who's undercover versus a undercover guy who's undercover. Now, I already have my doctrine filled out here. This will help. Now, listen, most of the time, these undercover guys right here are going to be using their handgun. Now, they can grab a rifle. They can grab a rifle if they want. Oops, I got the wrong guy. They can grab a rifle if they want. You know, you can have them have a rifle. But 9 times out of 10, when they're undercover, they're not going to, you don't want your man with a rifle undercover because that's suspicious. That's suspicious. So most of the time, your boys in undercover, they're just going to have handguns. That's it. So you want to make sure your doctrine is set up for handgun usage. With the Rangers and the SWAT, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have them in handguns. They're not going to switch to their secondary weapon. You know, you can finish a mission. You can finish a mission before they have to go to their secondary weapon. Okay, and they can change a mag pretty quick. And I have yet to run out of magazines. So I'm assuming they have pretty much endless amount of magazines they can switch to. I'm just saying, I have yet to run out of a magazine. So that's all I can say. I don't know if they have infinite magazines or what, but I have yet to run out of bullets. So they change their magazines pretty quick. It's not like you're playing Call of Duty where you got to pull out your secondary weapon because your primary weapon has run out of bullets. No, you're good with just the primary weapon. The CIA is the only group that I have played. This is how I play. Now, other people may play differently, but how I play, the CIA is the only group that you really kind of are going to use handguns. So in your doctrine, you want to make sure you got your handguns squared away. Okay? You want to make sure you have your handguns squared away for these guys, the undercover guys. Now, for everybody else, the black ops, you want to make sure you have your rifles squared away, your covert skills squared away, which that also helps with undercover, your undercover guys as well. But you want to make sure you have your rifle guys squared away, your handgun guys squared away. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead back. With equipment, of course, you got a whole plethora of handguns you can choose from. And depending on the gun, it's going to take you in and out of concealment. Handgun, you're good. Now, I will say starting off, unless you change the doctrine of, which one is it? Your agents equip and practice with deep cover rigs with their handguns, improving their concealment status till they're almost undetectable. This ring right here, this badge, allows you to put, let's go to equipment, to put a silencer on the handgun. If you do not have this badge, I believe it's this badge. If you do not have this badge selected, then that means when you put a silencer on your handgun, your concealment down here will jump down past this mark and you no longer will be concealed. Okay, you will no longer be concealed. So what that means is if I'm playing this map here and Saber has a handgun with no suppressor on it, well, if I shoot that gun, guess what? You're going to hear the gunshot. And you're going to have these guys running into this room to see what's going on. And more than likely, I will die because I'm making too much noise shooting a handgun that doesn't have a suppressor on it. However, once I got this badge, now I'm undercover enough to where if putting I'm undercover enough that I can put a suppressor on this handgun or any of the handguns and I'll still be in concealment and my cover will not be blown. So now if I play this map, I can shoot anywhere, anytime, and will not be heard because I now have a handgun that is suppressed. Okay? So this doctrine is important, particularly the covert skills. You definitely want to get your handguns because more than likely when you play the CIA, you're really not thinking about using your Black Ops guys. When I put it this way, when I play with the CIA, I'm not thinking about the Black Ops guys. I'm playing the CIA because I'm thinking about being undercover. When you're undercover, you're actually inside the compound. Everybody else has to start out here. When I'm playing with the CIA, I can actually start inside. I can't start inside, or I can, but I don't want to start inside with the Black Ops guys. Because again, once they come out of concealment, that's it. They cannot go back into concealment. So I don't want to start inside with these Black Ops guys. I want to start inside with the undercover guys. I can't start here with SWAT, and I can't start there with Rangers because they can't go undercover. Okay? All right. So we got our doctrine squared away. Make sure we get all our doctrine. I am pretty much full because I'm a level 16. I can reset. So just because you went this way and you're like, oh, I should have got that. Oh, I should have got that. I can hit the reset button and reset everything. I'm not going to do that because I need to, I don't think I would remember where I put all that. So with equipment, that's pretty much easy. You got, handguns, primary weapons, things of that nature. We're going to put more in here. We're going to put more here.
Copy that.
We're going to put Saber.
Copy
here.
that.
All right. Now we talked a little bit about that indicator. This blue indicator. Let's go ahead, get out of this. That's okay. This blue indicator right here. Let's go bigger. Right here. That says you are under cover. Okay. I'll tell you what, let's go here. I'm gonna take more in here Like so. Okay, right now she is undercover, so she can move wherever she wants to move, except these red zones. She is not allowed, no undercover agents is allowed to go in these red zones. Okay? If it's red, you cannot go in there without getting shot at. Now, you can go in there if you want to. Matter of fact, let's go on in and let's see what happens. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's go in there. We're just da-da-da-da-da. We're undercover. We go in.
X-ray down.
And boom, you're going to get shot at. Okay? It's just that serious. It's just that simple. So let's restart. So you do not go into the red cover unless you are ready to go in. Okay? Or they will shoot you. If you want to stay undercover, don't go into the red zone. All right, so let's go more. Let's go ahead and take her where she needs to go. All right, she's going to go in here. Got these two guys here. All right, now what I'm going to have her do is come out of concealment.
Confirmed. Engaging.
And then I'm going to have have her engage these guys. Okay.
KIA.
Let's stop. See this yellow area here? This yellow area indicates she is in a place that suspicious activity just happened. Okay? So because I mean, think about it. You're undercover. You're in an area where dudes just got killed. Who are they going to point the finger to? They're going to point the finger to you. They're going to be suspicious of you. And that's exactly what this yellow area signifies. Two guys just died. You're in the area. They're going to be suspicious. So this is the suspicious zone. Let's go back into concealment.
Copy that.
Go.
Going native.
Okay. Okay. See, we have a blue indicator here. He is undercover. But you see here, we have a yellow indicator. What does that mean? What that means is she's in an area, and right now, if she's seen, they would be suspicious of her. That's what that yellow means. So let's go out of here, back into an area that's not yellow. 3, 2, 1. Okay, she's standing in an area that's not yellow, and boom, back to blue. When it turns back to blue, you're back undercover. So she can come back in here and act like nothing never happened because she's out of the suspicious zone. Okay? The more you kill people, the more as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do this. The more you kill, the more suspicious zones there will be. Okay. Matter of fact, let's yeah. We'll go ahead and let's do this. Let's go out of that. Out of that.
Copy.
Change it. Okay, 3, 2. Okay, right now you don't see any zone, right? 3, 2, 1.
Engaging.
Coming out.
I'm compromised.
I've been spotted.
Smoked one.
Okay, we just killed these 3 dudes in here. What happened with the zone? See how the yellow
Clear.
zone? Uh-oh.
I've been made.
Now they see them in this zone and they see the guns out. So she's in trouble. So let's turn her around and finish him off. You see the zone? See how the yellow zone got bigger? Yeah, because they just finished killing some guys, and they're the ones that are actually in this area. So let's go ahead, get back into our suspicious, or in our concealment.
Copy.
3, 2, 1.
Going in cover.
Blending in.
Going native.
And then they will get out of the yellow, They still have yellow indicators, and now they are blue. Just like that. If they're blue, you're good. If it's yellow, not so much. Okay? The beautiful thing about being undercover is you can go anywhere in the compound outside of these red areas and yellow areas and look and see who's out there. So let's go on out. Let's come over here and just kind of trot around right in here. She'll come out. She'll look. Let's go here and we'll look back at this area. He'll come out and just kind of meander over here and just kind of look down and just see. 3, 2, 1. So they're undercover. So they're allowed to go wherever they want to go without any type of. So there's 2 guys there. There's a guy right there in the house. 2 guys down here. We got 2 guys over here. There's a 3rd dude doing some type of patrolling. Patrolling. Yeah. 2 dudes here. Another dude inside. Here's another guy right there. So the beautiful thing about the CIA is if you play your cards right, you can actually use the CIA to guide your other guys to where they need to go by being their eyes. You understand what I'm saying? So let's say you used 1 CIA. Oh, let's go back here to restart. Let's go here. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Back to restart. Let's move Saber out of the way. Let's bring in Hobie. We'll have him start
Copy
right
that.
there. So we got 1 CIA inside. We got 1 Black Ops guy who's also CIA outside. He's rocking the MK17 CQC. So let's go ahead and start this. Now, the beautiful thing. Oh, you see these exclamation points? Let's hit that real quick. I have a doctrine that allows, I'm not sure which one it is. You extend your network to local assets and get intel on enemies. This is the one. This is the one. You extend your network of local assets and get intel on enemy position at mission start. So, and I only have 1 set. I only have 1 set. So I don't get all the guys. I only get some. So when I start the mission, all these exclamation points are dudes, are enemy. But it's not all the enemy because there's 2 guys out here. But you don't see the exclamation point here. So it's not all the enemy, it's just some of the enemy. Okay, let's just go there. So let's go ahead. Let's see. Let's restart here. Let's get Saber out of there. Let's get Hobie here.
Copy.
Okay. So I want Hobie to come up this way and start shooting because we got a mission, right? We got to destroy these weapons here, correct? But I can't see anything. I can only see this area right here as far as in the compound. And I don't see anybody, but there could be a dude right here. There could be a dude here. There could be a dude here. There could be a dude here. I don't know how many people are in this yard. So I'm not going to move him. And he can't really move because he's got that big gun. And look at his indicator. It's yellow. So if he moves, they're going to be suspicious. Matter of fact, let's go ahead. 3, 2, 1. He's yellow. He's got that yellow indicator. See that line right there? That line means he sees him. And he's looking and he's thinking, who is this? What is that? And it's showing this line. It grows because he's now getting an idea that this guy is not somebody we want around us. And now he's ready to fire because he looks suspicious. Okay? So you need to keep that in mind. And let's see. Here's another thing you need to keep in mind. Let's resume. Notice his gun is not out. If you notice that, his gun is not out. He will not take his gun out until you tell him to switch to his primary weapon. He thinks he's concealed. The computer thinks he's concealed. So until you tell him to take his gun out, he won't take it out. Let's go back here. 3, 2, 1. Before he's fired on. Now he takes his gun out. Now he takes it out, and now he's shooting. He drops his poncho, so he no longer is concealed. You see what? Are you seeing what I'm saying now? Are you kind of getting an idea of what I'm saying? So let's back him up over here behind the car. Get him out of the way. Okay. Noise has just erupted. Let me go here so I can get an idea of what's going on out in the foyer. So she's my eyes. More is my eyes. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I get a better view. There's a dude here, 2 guys here, a guy here, guy here, guy here, because Moore is seeing them. And she's relaying to Saber, or Hobie rather, where their location is. So now Hobie has a better idea of what to do. So this is another good reason why you want undercover dudes in the inside. 3, 2, 1.
One down.
Here comes another guy. All this is because we're seeing all this because of
I'm hit.
Moore. And of course he dies. And now everybody just goes back to normal. So that's pretty much, let's see, did I hit everything? That's pretty much the CIA in a nutshell. You know? Let's see, let's turn around and see what she sees. Oh, there's 2 guys right there. Dude just walked in here. Let's move over here, looking in this direction. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. There's another guy right there. He's walking in this direction. Let's go ahead, come out of concealment.
On it. Engaging. I've been made. Smoked one.
And now she's dead too. So that's pretty much the CIA. It's definitely a very different gameplay than just being the Rangers or the No Iraqi SWAT. Definitely different gameplay, which, I mean, to me, I think it's more, you got to think a little bit more. And the reason I say that is because you need to do things and take in consideration that I cannot be in these yellow areas for too long. If I'm caught, then I'm screwed. If I'm caught, I need to get into an area that is not yellow, go into concealment, and be there until my indicator turns blue again. And 9 times out of 10, that's very difficult to do because there's guys everywhere. Like, you might think, let me go into this kitchen. Well, I tell you what, let's go into the kitchen. Matter of fact, let's go into this back room. Watch this. Dude right there. So where are you going to go? He would shoot you. Dude right there. So where are you going to go? He would shoot you. Dude right there. So that's what I'm talking about. So you got to be aware of who you're shooting them, who you're shooting, where you're shooting, and can you get to a clear spot easy and quick so you can go back into concealment mode. So the gameplay is just a tad different. With the No Iraqi SWAT and the Rangers, we ain't trying to get out of concealment or anything. We going in head first, shooting and then asking questions later. With CIA, we're trying to maintain our undercover. So we need to be a little bit more mindful of who we shoot and where we're shooting them. But that's pretty much it as far as the CIA is concerned. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to send me a message, and I will try my best to do an emergency dispatch or deployment with another video to help anybody that needs it. Now, I've played this game long enough to know some things, but there are probably some more things that I still don't know. So, but we'll learn them together. You know what I'm saying? We'll learn them together. So there you have it, CIA. So make sure you subscribe, tap the like button, hit the bell icon. And again, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Send me a message or whatever and ask, and I will try to get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. All right, guys, I'll holler at y'all in the next video. Peace.